Hello everyone, and a very merry holiday season to all our dedicated viewers and fans. It's us again, the passionate team behind the TV channel Days Drama Digest, your go-to source for all things dramatic, emotional, and utterly captivating from the world of soap operas. We're thrilled to be back with you today, diving deep into the latest episode of Days of Our Lives that aired on December 26th. If you're anything like us, you're probably still reeling from the heartfelt moments, the tear-jerking revelations, and the festive cheer that permeated every scene. But if you haven't caught up yet or want a visual refresher, we highly recommend watching our exclusive summary video. It's packed with clips, highlights, and our expert commentary to bring the drama right to your screen. Today's episode transported us straight into the bustling, enchanting atmosphere of Christmas Eve in Salem, where the spirit of the season seemed to weave its magic through every corner of the town. Picture this: snowflakes gently drifting down like whispers from the heavens, twinkling lights adorning the streets and homes, and the air filled with the scent of pine needles, cinnamon, and freshly baked cookies. It's that time of year when old wounds begin to heal, families reunite, and secrets simmer just beneath the surface, ready to bubble over in the most unexpected ways. Amidst this festive backdrop, we witnessed a tapestry of touching stories that tugged at our heartstrings, reminding us why Days of Our Lives has been a staple in our living rooms for decades. From acts of redemption to long-awaited reunions, this episode was a masterclass in emotional storytelling, blending joy, sorrow, and hope in equal measure. Let's start with one of the most poignant arcs of the day, the Kyriakis mansion, where tensions and affections have always run high. Xander Cook, that brooding anti-hero we've all come to love or love to hate, depending on the day, took center stage in a moment of profound vulnerability. You might recall the explosive drama from earlier episodes where Xander, in a fit of rage and betrayal, had shattered the cherished portrait of his late father, Victor Kyriakis. It was a symbolic act of destruction, mirroring the fractured relationship between father and son, a bond marred by secrets, manipulations, and unspoken regrets. But on this Christmas Eve, Xander stepped up in a way that left us all breathless. With careful hands and a heavy heart, he unveiled a meticulously restored replacement for that very portrait, hanging it back in its rightful place on the grand wall of the mansion. The room fell silent as Maggie Horton Kyriakis, Victor's devoted widow and the emotional anchor of the family, laid eyes on it. Her face, usually composed with that signature grace, crumpled into a mask of raw emotion. Tears welled up in her eyes, sparkling like diamonds under the warm glow of the Christmas lights strung across the mantel. "Oh, Xander," she whispered, her voice trembling with a mix of gratitude and grief. "Maggie, who has endured so much loss in her life, from the deaths of loved ones to the betrayals that have shaken her world, confessed how deeply she missed Victor. Every day without him feels like a piece of my soul is missing," she said, her words hanging in the air like a solemn vow. Victor, that larger-than-life tycoon with a heart as tough as nails, had been the love of her life, a man whose empire-building ambitions often overshadowed his softer side. But in this moment, Maggie's vulnerability was palpable, drawing us into her pain and making us feel the weight of her loneliness amidst the holiday cheer. Xander, ever the stoic Scotsman with his rugged charm and hidden depths, stood there, his broad shoulders slightly slumped under the burden of his own emotions. He hesitated, his piercing blue eyes flickering with uncertainty, before admitting something that shocked even him. "I hate to say it, Maggie, but I miss him too. More than I ever thought possible." It was a confession laced with drama, a rare crack in Xander's armor that revealed the boy beneath the man, the son, who had craved his father's approval all his life. The air between them thickened with unspoken history, the schemes, the lies, the moments of fleeting connection that Victor had doled out like precious gems. Maggie, sensing his turmoil, reached out and placed a gentle hand on his arm. "Victor was terrible at expressing his feelings," she said softly, her voice steadying as she drew from her reservoir of wisdom. "He hid behind his bluster and his business deals, but deep down, Xander, I hope you know he loved you very much. In his own complicated way, you were his pride and joy." This exchange wasn't just dialogue, it was a cathartic release, a dramatic turning point that echoed through the mansion like the tolling of Christmas bells. We could almost feel the ghosts of past Christmases lingering in the shadows, Victor's booming laugh, his sharp rebukes, his rare smiles. Xander's act of restoration wasn't merely about a painting. It was about mending the fragments of a family shattered by loss. As they embraced, the camera lingered on their faces, capturing the subtle play of light and shadow, the unshed tears, and the tentative hope for a brighter future. It's moments like these that make Days of Our Lives so addictive. They delve into the human psyche, exploring themes of forgiveness, legacy, and the enduring power of love, even in the face of profound absence. Shifting our gaze from the opulent Kyriakis estate to the warm, inviting Horton house, we encountered another layer of holiday magic unfolding. Jeremy Horton, the enigmatic figure with his own share of past troubles and redemptive arcs, was lending a hand in preparations that promised to bring the family together. The Horton home, a beacon of tradition in Salem, has always been the heart of the community's celebrations, its walls echoing with generations of laughter, secrets, and resilience. This year, Julie Williams, the matriarch with her impeccable style and unyielding spirit, was hosting the annual Christmas tree decorating party, albeit a tad later than usual. Perhaps the delays were due to the whirlwind of dramas that had plagued Salem in recent months: kidnappings, betrayals, and the ever-present undercurrent of intrigue that keeps us on the edge of our seats. The scene buzzed with anticipation as family members gathered, the aroma of mulled cider and gingerbread wafting through the air. Jeremy, rolling up his sleeves with a determined grin, helped string lights and hang ornaments, each bauble a reminder of Horton's past and present. Julie, elegant as ever in her festive attire, oversaw the proceedings with her trademark wit and warmth. "Better late than never, darlings," she quipped, her eyes twinkling with mischief. But beneath the joviality lay a deeper narrative. The Hortons have weathered storms that would break lesser families, from losses to scandals, and this gathering was a testament to their unbreakable bond. Adding to the emotional crescendo, Jack and Jennifer Devereaux arrived fresh from Boston, with the children in tow. The drive back had been long, filled with holiday tunes on the radio and the kids' excited chatter about Santa's impending visit. But the real drama ignited when Chad Damaris stepped into the room, a man who had been through hell and back, kidnapped and imprisoned in a cold, foreboding crypt by forces unknown. The suspense of those earlier episodes, Chad's absence had left a void in his family's life. His return was nothing short of miraculous, a plot twist that had us cheering from our couches. The reunion was electric, charged with the kind of raw emotion that defines soap opera gold. Thomas and Charlotte, those adorable bundles of energy with their wide-eyed innocence, spotted their father and erupted in joy. Charlotte, the younger one, flung herself into Chad's arms, her small hands clutching his shirt as if afraid he'd vanish again. "Daddy, you're back," she squealed, her voice a melody of pure delight. Thomas, slightly more reserved but no less affected, hung back for a moment, his young face a storm of conflicting emotions: relief, anger, and longing all at once. Chad, his handsome features etched with the weariness of his ordeal, knelt down to their level, his eyes brimming with tears. "My angels," he murmured, pulling them close. "I've missed you more than words can say." He showered them with reassuring promises, his voice steady despite the tremor beneath it. "I will never abandon you again. No matter what happens in this crazy world of ours, I'll always find my way back to you." It was a vow forged in the fires of adversity, a dramatic declaration that resonated with every parent watching. Chad's kidnapping had been a nightmare of isolation and fear, locked away in darkness while his mind raced with thoughts of his children. Now, in the glow of the Christmas tree, the nightmare dissolved into a dream of reconciliation. But the depth didn't stop there. Thomas, wise beyond his years as children in Salem often are, took a deep breath and confessed his innermost feelings. "I missed you, Dad," he said, his voice cracking slightly. "It was hard without you, but I'm ready to move past it, all the fights, all the misunderstandings." It was a moment of maturity that belied his age, hinting at the future storylines where Thomas might navigate his own dramatic paths. To seal this heartfelt exchange, Thomas stepped forward, his small frame illuminated by the tree's lights, and led the family in a rendition of Silent Night. His voice, clear and pure, filled the room, joined gradually by the others: Julie's harmonious alto, Jennifer's soft soprano, Jack's enthusiastic baritone. The carol's lyrics, speaking of peace and calm, mirrored the serenity descending upon the Horton clan, washing away the shadows of the past year. Meanwhile, across town in the iconic Salem Town Square, another romantic vignette unfolded, adding a layer of warmth and passion to the holiday narrative. Sarah Horton and Brady Black, two souls who've danced around love amidst a sea of obstacles, from custody battles to heartbreaks, found themselves celebrating Christmas together. The square was a winter wonderland, a massive tree adorned with ornaments and lights, couples strolling hand in hand, and the faint sound of carolers in the distance. Sarah, with her radiant smile and compassionate eyes, and Brady, rugged and intense, shared a moment that crackled with chemistry. As snowflakes dusted their shoulders like confetti from the stars, they exchanged gifts, perhaps a meaningful trinket symbolizing their journey. Laughter turned to tenderness, and in a surge of emotion, they leaned in for a warm, lingering kiss. It wasn't just a peck, it was a dramatic embrace full of promise and fire, the kind that makes viewers swoon and speculate about what's next. Will this be the start of a lasting romance, or will Salem's inevitable twists pull them apart? Their story, intertwined with the Horton and Black legacies, added a romantic flair to the episode, reminding us that even in chaos, love finds a way. These are just the highlights, dear viewers, but they encapsulate the essence of what makes days of our lives so enduring: the blend of drama, heart, and holiday spirit that keeps us coming back. From Xander's redemptive gesture to Chad's tearful reunion, From the Horton family's traditions to Sarah and Brady's passionate kiss, this December 26th episode was a gift wrapped in emotion. We've expanded on these moments here to give you a fuller picture, delving into the nuances, the unspoken thoughts, and the atmospheric details that make Salem feel so real. If you've been following along, you know that every episode builds on the last, creating a web of interconnected lives that's as complex as it is compelling. But let's not stop at the surface. Consider the broader themes at play. Redemption, as seen in Xander's act, speaks to our own capacities for change. Family resilience, embodied by the Hortons, mirrors the real-world strength we draw from loved ones during holidays. And love's triumph in Sarah and Brady's kiss offers hope amid uncertainty. These elements are accidental, they're crafted with precision by the show's writers, who understand the power of storytelling to heal, entertain, and provoke. As we wrap up this recap, we at Days Drama Digest want to thank you for joining us on this journey. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the fold, episodes like this remind us why we tune in. Stay tuned for more updates, analyses, and exclusive content, and don't forget to watch our summary video for the visual feast. Until next time, keep the drama alive and happy holidays from Salem to your home.